Ave, Ave Satanis, hail Satan, hail King Lucifer, hail Lord Leviathan, Queen Leviathan, hail Lord Belial. I decided to do a video, an outside video actually. It's fucking still freezing here. Last night it was like minus 27, which is, you know, I guess it is February and it is Canada, so it's the way it is, I guess. And we're supposed to get another batch of snow. Another batch of snow on Tuesday. It's supposed to start tomorrow night. More dirt, more mess. That's all it is. But I guess it keeps the rivers and keeps the lakes. I guess it keeps the rivers and keeps the lakes up, so that's the important thing, right? Keeps the water level high, I guess. Even though they're saying this, even though the scientists are saying this has been the fourth warmest year on record for the Earth, for the whole planet. You wouldn't say it. Here I am with a winter parker on and a fucking toque. But I got no problem wearing my Support 81 hat. That's for sure. Anyway, I was just got off the phone with a guy, and he was asking me some questions about my satanic beliefs. And he was asking me, like, what do you like sort of get out of it, right? I said, first of all, number one, freedom, which is the most important thing. Freedom to do whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. Right? I said, freedom's the most important thing. I said, and that's the one thing. I said, secondly, I said, you don't realize the power that Father Satan actually has until you delve into it. Until you do it correct, until you're into it, and you're doing until you do rituals to Father Satan or to King Lucifer or any of the demonic divine. I said, you don't realize it until you do it. I said, and then when you do it, sorry about the shaking there. I said, but then when you do it, I said, you start, over time, you start to realize the way Father Satan pours his blessings upon each one of his children. You know, because Father Satan has always been there for us. He is always there for us. He never lets us down. In my honest opinion, he never lets us down. And by that, I mean he never lets one of his true children down. If we are true to him, he will never let us down. And our patron demon, or demonesses, will never let us down, no matter who they are. That I know for sure. Because, believe you me, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I'm not that old, even though some mornings I get out of bed and I feel like I'm 90. But that's just due to wear and tear on my body from doing martial arts, from doing MMA for years, which I did. A lot of people probably don't believe it, but I do have my 3rd degree black belt in and this and that, so in different disciplines. And the way we used to do it is we used to use what worked from each discipline and toss it aside. What didn't work we just threw out. Which is the same thing with Satanism. If you're doing a ritual, right? You do what works for you. Each person is differently. Every person is different. Just like every ritual that each person would do is probably different. Like I could do a ritual to Father Satan tonight, right? And one of my sisters or brothers could do a ritual to Father Satan tonight, and it would be a complete different ritual, right? Like it's different for every person, because every person, and I do believe that every person who is a true Satanist, I do believe that every person has a mark on their soul, or a seal, or a sigil, or a brand, or whatever you want to call it. I do truly believe that, and I've always believed it. And I always will believe it. And whether I live to be 100, or whether I die today, I know where I'm going when I die. No question about it. You know. But on that, I got something else I want to mention. I was talking to my mother a couple days ago, She lives in Alberta and I live in Ontario. And there's like 3 provinces. Like there's just Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, right? She lives in the northern part of Alberta. She was telling me that she was praying for me. Like, 'cause she's fucking strong Roman Catholic, right? Excuse the cigarette smoke, but we all at least have one vice. Yeah, she was telling me that she was praying for me, right? And I told her, right? I told her, you know, I told her point blank, I said, Mom, I said, listen. I said, don't waste your energy praying for me. I said, because your prayers are just falling on deaf ears. And she's 87, right? And she's stuck in her ways, like, I mean, big time. And, you know, and I said to her, Mom, don't waste your time don't waste your prayers on me, right? And she wasn't too happy about it when I said that, but, you know, it is what it is, right? I said, don't waste your time praying for me. I said, I'm fine. I said, I'm fine, man, the way I am. I said, I got it good the way I have. I got a roof over my head. That I got a warm, comfortable bed. I got food in my belly. I got stuff to drink. I'm comfortable. I'm happy, man. Could I be happier? Yeah, who couldn't? Everybody could be on this planet. But I'm not complaining because I know there's people who have it 100 times worse. You know, I have friends that are homeless. That live on the streets because they have nowhere else to live. I have one friend who I've known all my life. Well, all my life. We were like brothers, growing up for years and years and years. And then eventually, when he got older, he finally came to Ontario. Took him like till he was like 25 or something like that, right? I didn't think he'd ever leave the small town I was from. He comes to Ontario, and he comes to Ontario, and he ends up. The guy he was with was a drug addict, and my buddy was too. Paul, I'll use his first name. Paul was a drug addict also too, but then back in the day, so was I. And I'm the one that got Paul hooked on drugs. Because I used to deal with shit too. I'm not confessing anything, but I'm just saying. You know, and now the other guy got him hooked on fucking crack. The fucking ruination. He got him hooked on fucking crack. And now my buddy, that we spend fucking that many days and nights together, we were closer than family. I was closer to him than my brothers and sister. To my brother that's still alive. And he's in Toronto somewhere. Somewhere in Toronto. I have no idea where. Living on the streets, homeless. A crack addict. Like, not that I got any, you know, I know people can get sucked into the drug world very fast. It doesn't take much. But you just got to have strong willpower, man. Like, because when I got off all that shit years ago, and it was many years ago I got off it. I got off it all on my own. I quit on my own. I just had enough of it. I just got sick of the bullshit. I got sick of the fucking games. I got sick of going, picking up one big batch, and then fucking come back, selling it, and then fucking doing the same thing over and over again. And I said to myself, I asked Father Satan for help to get me away from it, right? And he did. You know, because if it wasn't for Father Satan, I wouldn't be standing here now doing this video. And when I did get away from it, I asked Father Satan to, the way I did get away from it is I just quit it all cold turkey. I had a nervous breakdown after, because my body was used to fucking drugs and alcohol that much. Every day my body was used to the fucking drugs, used to the fucking alcohol, and all of a sudden there's no drugs or alcohol going into my system. And my body fucking decided, okay, my nervous system couldn't handle it. So my sister ended up taking me to my sister and my mother, who is 87 now, my mom is, ended up taking me to the doctor. I went to the doctor put 2 pills under my tongue, and I was perfect, man. But that was only replacing one drug with another. So I was on them for like a month and a half, maybe a couple months the most, and got off them completely. And I've been drug-free and alcohol-free for years. You know, and I've had, believe you me, I had lots of situations where I fucking could have indulged. But I know if I indulge, I'm going to indulge big time. So I'm not going to indulge at all. It's like that taste and see if it's good or not. But it don't work for me. Sorry. But anyway, on that note, yeah, I just want Ave Satanas, Hail Satan. I hope everybody's having a great sin day. I hope everybody's having a beautiful sin day, actually. And I hope you have a great sinful night. And do everything in the name of Satan. And in the name of Father Satan's demonic. Hail King Asmodeus, hail King Asmodee. Hail Queen Leviathan, hail Lord Belial. Ave Satanas, hail Satan, brothers and sisters, and I'll talk to you next. Ave Satanas, hail Satan, the true God of this world.